Hi everyone, how you doing today? It's your girl Karimat of Boss Baby Talk. For my hoodies, I want to say thank you for always coming back to watch my video. I really love and I appreciate you. And if you're new here, you're welcome to this beautiful family. On this platform, I create content surrounding my lifestyle living here in Canada with my family as an immigrant. I talk about how to migrate to Canada job opportunities, schooling, how to get your first apartment here. I also do a bit of travel vlog and lifestyle in between. And in today's video, we are gonna be talking about international educated nurse. A lot of you have been asking me that are nurses from back home. Boss baby, what program do Canada have for nurses back home? I've got good news for you. There is a program going on for you now, and there has been selected country as well by some province, which I'm going to be going through with you today. But before we go, have you subscribed? If you haven't, please go ahead and subscribe, turn on that bell notification so that you will always get notified whenever I post an important video like this. Be my bestie. I'm really excited, just as the news said. Exciting news for international educated nurses who want to study in Canada. When I saw this news, I'm like, wow, a lot of people have been anticipating for this day to come. Now the day has come. Without further ado, let's just get right in. There has been some selected countries that Nova Scotia have selected to come through them. So we're gonna be talking about them. We are excited to announce to you that the registration processing for international educated nurses, INAs, in Nova Scotia has been simplified as an IEN. You no longer need to go through the nursing assessment process to register as a nurse in Nova Scotia. This is really good. I'm thrilled to hear that as of May 1st, 2023, qualifying registered nurses holding current licensure in the Philippines, India, Nigeria, USA, UK, Australia, and New Zealand will be able to apply directly to the Nova Scotia College of Nursing, NSCN, and RN licensure without applying to the National Nursing Association Service, NNSAS. This is really good. When I hear this news, I'm like, what? Okay, I'm gonna do another part of this video because as we can see, some countries have not been mentioned, but there's another way about it. Okay, because if you don't come through here, these are the ones, that can come through here. This country mentioned, they are the ones that can come without needing to do assessments, nursing assessment service. But if you are from other parts of Africa, I'm going to be doing video on that separately for you guys, so there's no worries about it. All right, so and again, I've been seeing other YouTubers, content creators, on IG and all that. People are saying, why did they choose Nigeria out of all African countries? And here is the thing, in Nigeria, the nurses I've seen and I've talked to in Nigeria, I see that they do, more or less the same thing like we do here, both like in practical, and in, theory, it's almost the same thing, like we have our model here. They also have like their, curriculum or syllabus, they call it, the same way. And the practical level, because in Canada, we do more of practical, and I see in Nigeria as well, they do more of practical as well. That I feel they do more of practical as well. And I just feel like that is part of the reason why Nigeria have been chosen among all Africa. So yeah, that is why Nigeria have been chosen among all Africa. We're gonna rephrase this again. Registered nurses who has demonstrated good standard and good character and are currently licensed in Philippines, India, Nigeria, USA, UK, Australia, New Zealand, or a Canadian province or territory, which is part of Quebec, because if you do your RPM in Quebec is actually, nursing assistant. It's called nursing assistant, but in Ontario it is called, because I did my in Quebec. In Quebec it's called nursing assistant, and in Ontario it's called practical nursing assistant. So Quebec is part of this province and territory they're talking about, in case you want to do your RN. So you can just go ahead and do it there directly. In Quebec, nursing assistant in Quebec is known in Ontario as a registered practical nursing in Ontario. Just to clear that part, because some province don't call it RPN. Some province call it nursing assistant. Okay, so we just continue. Are eligible to register for the licensure in Nova Scotia. So if you are from there, you would not. So if you are, just like you want to move from Montreal now, you want to move to Ontario to do another exam to work here as a practical registered nurse. If you move to Nova Scotia, you will not be needing to do any other exam before you get working. You will not need to do any other licensing exam, and you can start working with that in Nova Scotia. And if you want to go ahead and do your RP, if you want to go ahead and do your RN, you can just go ahead from there and do your RN. So you are eligible to work in Nova Scotia immediately with no additional requirements other than passing the registration exam, if not already done so. And this change take effect today, which is the 29th. We are March 29 today. The change take effect on May 29, 2023, which is today. This video will be dropping tomorrow, which is the 30th of March. And qualifying registered nursing holding current licensure in the Canadian province and territories as of May 1st, 2023, for qualifying registered nursing holding current licensure in Philippines, India, again Nigeria, USA, UK, Australia, and New Zealand. Nurses licensed in these jurisdictions will be able to apply directly to the NSCN for RN licensure without applying to NNAS. Eligible criteria is here: having current licensure in good standing with one of the designated jurisdiction listed above, which is the countries I've mentioned before. Current licensure means you hold an equivalent practicing license wherever in Canada or in the 7th identified country that we mentioned before. So if you are licensed from Nigeria, from the Philippines, from India, from New Zealand, and from Australia, from USA and UK, you'll be able to be working, and also you'll be able to be using it to work, and also you can start your RN immediately with them as well, which is really good. Good standing means you are not subject to any outstanding complaints with the current regulator, and there is no probation, condition, agreement, or restriction on your license or registration with your current regulator that could prevent you from registering with them. And the application process as well this is the way to go about your application process. Complete an NSCN application. Number 2, submit 2 pieces of identification. Options include a birth certificate, passport, NSS card, driver license, Canadian government issue ID, citizenship card, Canadian or international. So, and etc. notarized of this document. So Once you get these documents ready, just make sure you get them notarized, in any law firm. Just make sure you get it notarized in well-recognized law firm. Number 3, arrange for verification of registration (VOR) from the current regulatory body to submit directly to the NSCN. Sometimes NSCN can verify, this online. However, we advise that if you are unable to do this, you will be required to arrange for a current regulatory body to submit a VON from directly to the NSCN. Number 4, submit proof of English, which is your language proficiency, and that's an IS if required. If your country official language is English, you don't need IESTLs. Okay, Nigeria, if I can talk for Nigeria because I'm from Nigeria. You don't need test of English proficiency, English language proficiency, because our official language is English, so you don't need that at all. But if your official language in your country is not English, you definitely need to get this done, before you go ahead and apply. Number 5, for nurses from outside of Canada, arrange for a criminal record check (CRC) to be submitted directly to NSCN. So they're going to submit that for you directly. You just need to go get that done. All applicants must successfully take the nucleus RN, if not already done so. However, you may be eligible to enter the practice with condition license (CL) while attending the exam. Currently, the fix is not here yet. And for current applicants who has already started their application with the NSCN, we will reach out to you individually over the next 3 to 4 weeks to provide you with an update of your application. We know that this is important to you. Thank you for your patience. More information, details about the process will be added to the website over the coming weeks. So be on the lookout for that, because they're going to be adding that back to back. They have been talking about it for like a few days now, I think for about 4 days, but they just kind of conclude on it. So I'm sure they're going to be posting different things on it. Just stay updated with them. You can put your email to sign. You can see this email part here where you can put your email so that you can always get notification from them. It's really important. Just the same way you turn on my bell notification so that whenever I post an important video like this, you will always get notified. For their newsletter, to just get updated with their newsletter, you need to put your email here and submit to them. And I'm also gonna do basically the same thing. So if I have more information, I'll be sending you more information about that as well. I wish you guys the best of luck. This is the end of today's video. And for the country that are not mentioned, I'm gonna be doing separate video on that so that you can still go ahead and start your application. So there is another way how you can start your own registration. So this is gonna be the end of today's video. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Turn on the bell notification. Let me know what you think about this video. Let's chat. Let's interact. Let me know the kind of certificates you are holding. Let me know in the comment section. I'm also going to be putting my Telegram handle there for you. I'm going to pin it in the comment section. Let's chat. Let's interact. Let me know where you're watching me from. Let me know if this is your first time you are watching my video. Always when you watch a video, you want to give the video a thumbs up. That does really go a long way in helping your baby girl here. I'll see you on my next one. I remain your girl, Boss Baby Talk, as you already know. Goodbye for now.